Hey there, this is Joy Sang, content marketer and founder based in Hong Kong. I help those with an entrepreneurial mindset explore their full potential with content. For today's video, I want to share some hidden behind the scenes secrets that all of us content marketers are hiding from you. For those of you who are new to this channel, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get to it. Number one, we're all taking guesses. Now, of course, regardless of the years of experience that we've had in content marketing, digital marketing, social media marketing, and our work with different clienteles, every client is different. Your product, your service, your mission, your values, everything can become a completely new variable. So all the experiences that we have before, of course, equips us with a knowledge level that is slightly higher than those who have not had the experience. However, when it comes to content creation, where we want to place things in the funnel, what the customer journey is, we're starting pretty much from scratch. So with that being said, why should you even work with a content marketer if we're all just taking guesses? One of the most important things is because we know what guesses will take us easier to our success based on data analysis. Data analysis is very unique knowledge and skill that most marketers have, and when it comes to clients or people who are not experienced in the field, it can get very confusing and can usually be misinterpreted so that they actually drive to the wrong direction, resulting in underperforming content marketing efforts. Number two, half of the success of our work depends on you. Now, what that means is when it comes to content marketing, we don't just give birth to content out of thin air. We rely on the brand mission, the brand statement, what the brand is trying to say through their storytelling methods, which we can, as content marketers, advise. However, without the actual points, the copy, and the ideas behind, there's really a limited edition of things that we can do. At the end of the day, content marketing is not just about hiring some writers and creating things to be distributed online. It's a whole comprehensive strategic approach so that we actually fulfill every single stage within your customer journey in order to drive them down the funnel for potential conversion. Now, with that being said, who are the best people to work with a content marketer? What I can say is clients who are open to giving transparency to their marketers are going to benefit the most. Share your personal stories, your experiences, the rationale, the motivation, and the passion behind you starting the business in the first place really helps equip your content marketer to create engaging and insightful stories for your target audiences. That is essentially what makes and breaks the content strategy for a company, because once you're able to tell a unique story and give a unique point of view, that really helps you cut out from the noise from the competitive online market. Number three, we might appear or present ourselves as if we're charging you by the deliverables, such as the length of your copies, the amount of graphics, and the footage of video that we produce for you. But all in all, the actual value and the cost we are charging you is how to structure these pieces of content. At the end of the day, if you're going to base the length of a social media post as to how effective it is, we can really just charge you $1 or $2 on it, because they're not supposed to be very long. The thing with creating effective content is to understand the best practices of different platforms in order to help you structure out your content so it doesn't stand out like a sore thumb on your audience's news feed. Therefore, that is the true value of what you're getting out from somebody like a content marketer or a content strategist or even a content creator. They're not here just to pump out content for you like a content vending machine. Instead, they're here to give you the value of the proper structure, the benchmark, and the way to naturally tell your story via different distribution channels. Now, with that being said, what is the difference between hiring somebody like a copywriter versus hiring somebody like myself as a content marketer or a content creator? Do know that there are two very distinctive differences between them. First being, a copywriter is really geared towards driving sales and conversion based on creating a persuasive copy. So the action and the effectiveness of their copy ends once the audience takes an action. However, when it comes to content creation, what we're trying to do is build trust and engage with our audiences so that they have a curiosity and interest in your brand. The power of that piece of content doesn't really end. As long as it's being viewed by a target audience, they're still going to get the value out of it and build awareness of your brand within your target audiences. Therefore, when you're hiring for people to create content, do make note of those differences before you jump straight at to the rate or the cost per word that they're charging you. Fourthly, we don't like to make sudden changes to our content, not because we're reluctant to changes or edits, but because we view content as a tool within a whole bigger strategic approach. So imagine if you've created a piece of content that is fulfilling the top of the funnel to build awareness to go on your website, and all of a sudden you said that you want it to be changed into a shorter format to go on your EDM. Now, of course, that's really a simple copy and paste, editing certain text and putting it onto a new distribution channel. However, when it comes to a content marketer, we view it very differently. The whole tactic and the way that tool, which is the piece of content, has completely changed. The target audience is reaching what we're trying to get them to do, and the probability of these people that are reaching actually being able to achieve our initial goal has highly diminished. Therefore, when it comes to changes, particularly with the piece of content, how it looks, what it sounds like, or even the distribution channel that it goes on, it's really not just a delete and edit process. Now, with that being said, what is the best way for you to edit content with a content marketer and not disrupt the whole strategic approach? The easiest way is to have an always-on content calendar. Plan out all of your content in advance, even if they're a placeholder, and have them all set out in a calendar that the whole team within the company can actually look at. Before you jump into asking for changes and thinking about new content to create, go back to the content calendar and see if there's anything that you can move. You can postpone or make in advance, or slight tweaks within the preset always on time slots that you have already allocated for certain pieces of content. That would definitely make your whole process much smoother and your content marketer fall in love with you. And last but not least, one of my personal favorites is that we are content marketers. We are very different from content strategists, content creators, social media managers, as well as digital marketing executives. Of course, we understand the whole scope of things because we have to equip different tools within our content strategy in order to drive you closer to your business objective. However, there is a specific expertise and specialties within our field that is very different from all of those other titles that I have mentioned. If you're looking for somebody to manage your community, you're much better off looking for a community manager. If you want somebody to take over your social media platforms, it's much better for you to look for a social media manager. Now, of course, I know that in our field, a lot of content marketers have to take over the whole thing because it's only a marketing team of one. However, do understand that the value within us is really about planning, distributing, and creating the right content for the right target audiences to be distributed at the right distribution channel at the right contextual moment. That is the value that we're offering, and that is the reason why we are charging you the prices that we are charging. Hopefully that video gives you a different glimpse into what content marketing encompasses and what a content marketer actually does. For those of you who have questions about working with a content marketer, be sure to leave it in the comments below and find me across social media as well as online just by searching up my name, Joyce Tseng Content Marketing. Can't wait to see you all again soon.